you've got the 4 colours in your kit, and today we're going to be doing something called a basket weave. So initially you're going to take your colours and try and keep them in this order because it will just make it easier, and you're going to thread the 4 colours through the hole in the bottom of the dog lead. Now you're going to bring the ends together so that basically once you've pulled this through, it is going to be the centre point. So I'll do that and I'll show you. So your ends should be as equal as possible, and then the rest of the lead is like that. So essentially these cords here are the middle of the full length of the cords that come in the kit. Push the lead hook through the front of the disc, and just might need a little gentle push to get it through, and initially just kind of keep it there. So it's probably easiest to start off with the orange, the 2 end ones, the orange and the darker green colour, and you just need to kind of keep a hold of the cords as you're doing this because you don't want them to move from that centre point. So we're going to place the orange at the top of this dot, and it's going to be at the bottom of this dot, and then we're going to do the same with the dark green. So we're going to place that there, and then it's just going to kind of cross over in the middle, and you're just going to place that there. Now we're going to do the same for the other cords. So with the green, we're going to have that one in this position and at the bottom of the dot there, and then we're going to do the same with the yellow. So we're going to pop that there, and we're going to pop that there. And if you just try and from like under the disc, if possible, make it so that the crossover section is in the middle of the lead hook. So if you just see that I'm just kind of arranging it there, and same with this orange and green, that we just kind of want that crossover point to happen in the middle. You're not rotating the disc for this. You are going to start off with the top left cord, taking it fully out of the disc and placing it at the end of the right hand set of cords. So you've now created a set of 3. You're going to take the middle out of that 3 to the end of the bottom cords. Now again, you've created another set of 3, so you're now going to take the middle out of that 3 and you're going to place it on the end of the left hand set of cords. So out of this set of 3 that we've created yet again, we're going to take the middle cord, and this time we are placing it at the side of the top dot. So now that we've got to the top, we're doing the same thing but anti-clockwise. So we're taking the top right cord and we're taking that fully out of the disc and to the end of the left hand set of cords to create the 3 again. We're then going to take the middle cord from that set of 3 and we're going to place it at the end of the bottom cords to create a 3. We're then taking the middle cord out and placing that at the end of the right hand set of cords to create a 3. Then we're taking the middle cord out of that set of 3 and placing it at the top right hand side of the top dot. Now that is one full cycle of the braiding technique. So before you repeat, you need to place the cords back on either side of all of the dots, and you are going to continue this braiding technique until you get to around 1 meter in length, and that is not including the lead hook. Something to bear in mind is that the colours are going to change positions as you're braiding, so you need to follow the movements and not the colours of the cord. I'm going to run through it again, and this time I'll say the numbers. I do think the previous way that I've shown you without using the numbers is the easiest, but at least you've got both methods to go from. So you're going to be taking between 31 and 32 to be in between 6 and 7. Then you're going to be taking between 7 and 8 is then being taken out and taken to between 14 and 15. Then between 15 and 16 is being taken out and put to in between 22 and 23. Then the cord between 23 and 24 is being taken out and placed between 31 and 32. Then we're going back in an anti-clockwise direction. So we're taking this one out from between 32 and 1, and we are going backwards and we are placing it between 25 and 26. Then we are taking between 24 and 25 to between 17 and 18. Then we are taking between 16 and 17 to between 9 and 10. And then we are taking between 8 and 9 to between 32 and 1. So again, we just place the cords back to each side of the dots. And before you continue, here are some kind of top tips. If you stand up while you're braiding, it does help with any tangles that may occur, as you can kind of just throw the cords to one side as you're going along. Also, please remember to pull the lead hook from underneath the disc as you are braiding, as it does help to stretch out the cords and stop it from all bunching up. Also, if you're unfamiliar with YouTube, there is also the option of slowing the videos down at any point. So if you go to the right hand side of the screen, there is a little cog. If you click on that, there is an option that says playback speed, and you can reduce the speed so that you can follow along in real time without having to rush your way through the video. So if you now continue braiding until you reach around 1 meter in length, and that is not including the lead hook, then I will see you in the next part of the tutorial, which will teach you how to braid the handle. So we've now done our braid to around 1 meter in length, and we are going to move on to braiding the handle. So we need to take the cords out and rearrange them so that we can start a different pattern for the handle, which is a flat braid. We're going to be taking the dark green and the yellow to the top, and the orange and the light green to the bottom. Now, I'm not going to show you a specific way of doing this, as everyone will be in a different position with the colours of their dog lead, and it doesn't really matter. You just need to put the colours into those places, and any kind of anomalies will be covered up anyway when we tie the knot to attach the handle to the length of the lead. So you want your disc to look something like this, where you've got the dark green and the yellow at the top with the alternating colours, and the light green and the orange at the bottom, again in the alternating colours. So this is another weaving technique, but this time you are creating a flat braid for the handle. So you are taking the top right cord, and it is always going to be the top right cord, and you are positioning it left on top of the dot. So the goal is to essentially swap the colours over. So where you've just taken that cord out, you're going to fill its place with the bottom cord. So in this instance, we're taking the bottom orange cord and we are putting it into the position that we've taken the yellow cord out of. We're then taking the next cord along from the top and working our way kind of backwards. So we're taking that next top one down to the bottom, the next bottom one up to the top into that gap, the next top one down into the bottom gap, the next bottom cord up into the top gap. The final top cord goes into that bottom gap, and the final bottom cord goes into that top gap. And finally, we place the yellow cord that has been put to the left down to the bottom, and as you can see, the colours have now fully swapped over. So if you just fill in the gaps, and you don't have to use the numbers, but I can talk you through the numbers method as well. So you're going to be taking the cord from in between 1 and 2 to in between number 24 and 25. You're then going from the bottom between 14 and 15 to in between 1 and 2. Now taking from the top between 32 and 1 down to between 14 and 15. Next you're going from the bottom between 15 and 16 to between 32 and 1. Now from the top between 31 and 32 to in between 15 and 16. And now from the bottom to the top in between 16 and 17 to in between 31 and 32. Final top cord, which is between 30 and 31 to in between 16 and 17. And now the final bottom chord, which is in between 17 and 18 to in between 30 and 31. The final chord to go back in place is in between 24 and 25 to in between 17 and 18. You're going to continue this pattern now until you get to around 30 centimeters in length, and you also need to pull this from behind the disc and stretch out the cord like previously. So I've just measured my handle. Might have got a little bit carried away because it is just over 30 centimeters, but the best way to check if you need to go a bit longer is to fold and pinch the ends together, so the end of where the flat braid and the round braid meet, and also where you've got up to at the bottom of the disc, and just put your hand around it and make sure that you are happy with the room and the length in the lead handle. If you are wanting to do it a little bit longer, then that is fine. As long as you've got plenty of strings left over, you should be fine for this next stage. So when you are happy with the length of the lead handle, we are going to take the strings off of the disc and just kind of keep your thumb over them, keep them pinched together and pinch them from the back, and you're going to pull the disc fully out from underneath. You are then going to decide which cords colours that you want to use for tying the handle together. So in this case, here's one that I prepared earlier. I have chosen the orange cord. I'm going to take the orange cord out, still pinching together these ends, and just going to take the orange cord from this side. I'm going to throw it to one side, and then I'm just going to slide the bobby pin through the rest of those cords underneath, and get them so that they are flat like so, and just throw them kind of downwards and keep your orange ones to one side. So the next thing that you're going to do is hold the two ends together again where they kind of meet, and keep this flat, and you might be better doing this on a flatter surface, and flip the lead over. You're going to hold that flat, and you are going to just make a basic knot where you just fold the cord over. I'm just going to zoom in to show you. And where that meets, you're going to pull them together as tight as you can. This is really important, and keeping that flat. Then you're going to flip the lead over to the other side, and you are going to repeat. So you're just taking the cord over the other side, threading it through in a knot, and you are tying at the bit where the cords meet. So at this stage you can take the bobby pin out and just try and keep those to one side, and then you are just going to repeat that. So you're going to flip this back over, and you're going to tie another knot underneath that one, and you are working your way down with the knots. And you are doing the same thing the whole way down the length. So like this one here, you're going to tie, flip, until you have around 6 knots. That is the minimum. And finish your last knot on the side where all the dangly bits are coming down. So again, I just want to say to get the knots as tight as you can possibly get them, because this is what is going to be tying the handle and the length of lead together, so it needs to be super strong and sturdy. So once you've done that, your knot should feel really hard, really sturdy, and all sort of tied together nicely. You are going to do some little knots in the bottom of each of these strings. It is totally up to you what length that you want these. I like to have them dangling down a little bit. I like to have them all kind of a similar length, and it's just best to tie these off before you trim the ends, as it just keeps any like frays at bay. And then you are just kind of combing out the lengths. You can hold it up if you want when you do this, but you are then just trimming them. Then as an optional extra, you can sew your logo tag onto the handle, which obviously complements the hardware perfectly. If you are not a keen sewer, there is also a tutorial on how to sew your logo tag on that you can check out. But this is it. So I hope that you enjoyed making your basket weave Rocky's Pet Products super colourful dog lead.